Research shows that 1 out of 3 leaders feel comfortable leading their team through a crisis. Throughout this video, we will show you how to be an effective leader throughout crisis. So listen up.
But they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom.
Hello, I'm Patrick Doyle, president of Domino's USA. Recently, we discovered a video of 2 Domino's team members who thought that their acts would be a funny YouTube hoax. We sincerely apologize for this incident. We thank members of the online community who quickly alerted us and allowed us to take immediate action. Although the individuals in question claim it's a hoax, we are taking this incredibly seriously. This was an isolated incident in Conover, North Carolina. The 2 team members have been dismissed, and there are felony warrants out for their arrest. The store has been shut down and sanitized from top to bottom. There is nothing more important or sacred to us than our customers' trust. We're re-examining all of our hiring practices to make sure that people like this don't make it into our stores. We have auditors across the country in our stores every day of the week, making sure that our stores are as clean as they can possibly be and that we're delivering high-quality food to our customers day in and day out. The independent owner of that store is reeling from the damage that this has caused, and it's not a surprise that this has caused a lot of damage to our brand. It sickens me that the actions of 2 individuals could impact our great system, where 125,000 men and women work for local business owners around the U.S. and more than 60 countries around the world. We take tremendous pride in crafting delicious food that they deliver to you every day. There are so many people who've come forward with messages of support for us, and we want to thank you for hanging in there with us as we work to regain your trust. Thank you.
Everyone in the city should remain calm. The very best thing to do right now would be to remain home. If you're outside of southern Manhattan, you should remain where you are. You shouldn't panic. You shouldn't worry. We're doing the best that we can to evacuate southern Manhattan below Canal Street. If you are in southern Manhattan below Canal Street, you should walk north and get out of southern Manhattan. And the police and the fire need all of the room and all of the space.
They need to move that car up
in the air. So people should remain calm. They should remain where they are, except if they are in southern Manhattan. If you're below Canal Street, you should walk out of southern Manhattan and walk north, as these people are doing right here.
That's cool. Do you know anything? Cool. Do you know anything about anything? Yes.
All that we know right now is that 2 airplanes struck the 2 large towers of the World Trade Center. We spoke to the White House. There also apparently was an attack on the Pentagon. We asked that the airspace around the city of New York be sealed by military aircraft. We've been informed that it has been, and we've seen military aircraft up in the air. We're hopeful that right now things are secure. But it is a very dangerous condition in southern Manhattan. The rescue efforts are going to take place all day. So everybody in southern Manhattan, if they can physically evacuate, should, and they should just walk directly north. Get beyond Canal Street, go as far north as you can.
Those buildings right around Park and Church?
All of the buildings in southern Manhattan have to be evacuated. We're evacuating them now. Either people on their own or with the help of the police department and the fire department. But people should get out of southern Manhattan other than emergency personnel so that we can get ambulances in, so that we can get emergency personnel in.
Last question.
Can you tell us anything about what you know about where these aircraft may have come from?
All that I know is that 2 different aircraft struck the World Trade Center. While I was speaking to the White House, they confirmed to me that there was an attack on the Pentagon. I also know that there are military aircraft up in the air right now because that was confirmed to me that they are doing the best they can to seal off the airspace around the city of New York. So, we'll know more later. But right now, the major focus has to be on
A
evacuation.
claim of responsibility? Do you know anything
I
about
don't
that?
know anything about that. What I suggest again, and I urge anyone listening to this, calmly and safely evacuate Lower Manhattan. If you are south of Canal Street, walk north and get out of southern Manhattan for two reasons. The dangerous smoke condition, obviously, but secondly, we need all of the open space we can get to evacuate people, to get people out, and we're going to have to move now and go north. So
I need all media to cooperate and make this cool. This has got to be cool.
I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie, not a single time, never. These allegations are false, and I need to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.
Care for the victims, counsel their families. We've endured too many of these tragedies in the past few years, and each time I learn the news, I react not as a president, but as anybody else would, as a parent. And that was especially true today.
There are 10 effective leadership lessons when it comes to crisis communication. We know you've heard them a million times, but we're gonna tell you again.
1. Effective leadership is critical in overcoming a crisis. Every team needs a good leader. 2.
Leaders should always be visible during a crisis. They can't be sitting around not answering their phone calls all day. They need to address the situation head on and deal with it. Be a man, end of story.
3. Leaders should work hard on their company reputation to be positive during normal times to build a reservoir of goodwill. 4.
Leaders need to be open and honest throughout a crisis. For example, they can't say things like, no comment or I don't know. They need to get back to the media and to the people and address the situation correctly.
5. Leaders who manage crisis successfully can create opportunities for renewal. When crises arise in a company, it's a great opportunity to change the bad into the good.
During a crisis, leaders should communicate with stakeholders and build a consensus between each other.
7. Poor leadership. Cover-ups or a lack of response can make a crisis much worse. 8.
Leadership styles and contingencies are very important during a crisis.
9. A virtuous response by the organization's leaders may be the most effective in generating support and renewal. 10. Leaders have specific communication obligations
For managing and learning through crisis situations. Moreover, a leader always needs to be optimistic throughout a crisis.
You can always flip the coin from the bad to the good and just keep it moving.
Always make sure you come out on top.
So what can you do? Take these tools and remember everything. With these 10 lessons and 7 tips, we can assure you that this will make you the best possible communicator during a crisis that you can be.